Alright, here's a video on dividing exponents. Dividing exponents really isn't that complicated. Alright, watch how we do this. To divide, we have to have the same bases. Here we have b's, right? We have 3 up here and 2 down here. You can do this one of two ways. One, you can take the larger of the two b's and subtract the other ones. In other words, this would be the same as saying b to the third minus b to the second. You'd leave a 1 on the bottom. Notice the 3 is larger, so you would subtract. You would end up with b over 1 or b. A second way you can do this is just list out how many b's you have. You have 3 b's here, you have 2 here. And then you just let things cancel out. I'd have b over 1, which equals b as well. Let's look at this one. We have 2 over 4. Let's reduce the fraction. If you're not sure how to reduce the fraction, put 2 over 4, 2 divided by 4 in the calculator and hit math frac, and it'll do it. Our first method, our 4 is bigger than the 2, so we'd say x4 minus the 2. 4 is bigger than 2. And in the y's case, the 7 is larger than 3, so we'd subtract up top where the 7 is. And this would equal 1/2 y, oops, let me extend that, 1/2 y to the 4th. And on bottom, 4 minus 2 is 2, so we'd have x to the second power. Or if we want to do it the other way, we would still reduce the fraction the same way. Okay, but it's right here I have 2 x's on top. I have 7 y's on top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On bottom I have 4 x's. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 y's. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my 4th x, and then 3 y's. Okay, now my x's, I have 1, 2 here that cancel out with 2 here. These 2 take these 2. Y's, I have 3 down here, taking out 3 up here. What do I have left? I have 1, and I have 1, 2. Wait a minute, I took out my 3 y's. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 y's, so y to the 4th. On bottom, 2, and I have 2 x's left, so x squared. Same answer. You wouldn't list the 1 in the answer. Your final answer clean would be y to the 4th over 2x to the second. Don't include your 1 with your answer. That would be your final answer. Alright, so for this one, remember we can't have negative exponents. We learned that in an earlier lesson. So let's reduce the fraction in the calculator. We'd have 7 over 3. This negative 7 comes up top. Negative 2 goes down bottom. So I would have c to the 7 on top, c to the second on bottom, and then d5d. Alright, so for my final method, I'm just going to use this one. You can use either you want, but my final, I'm going to use this. So I'd have 7, and then 7 c's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 5 d's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, 5. Down here, 3, 2 c's, 1, 2, and 1 d. Alright, my c's cancel. 2 here with 2 here. I have 1 d and 1 d. I'm left with 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 c's, so c5. 1, 2, 3, 4 d, so d4. Over, and down here all I have is 3. And that would be my final answer. Okay? So for extra credit, here's your 3 problems. Do these 3 problems, show all your work, Give them to Mr. Riddle for extra credit.